For centuries, Europe was the center of the world, the center of power, the center of science, the center of industry, the center of empires. But today, Europe is facing three crises at the same time: economic, sociological, political, and this is not temporary, this is structural. This video is not about comparing Europe to any other country. This is about comparing Europe to its own past. Because to understand whether something is collapsing, you first need to understand what it used to be. So the real questions are, what was Europe? What happened? And where is it going? Europe was never just a continent. Europe was a system: industry, science, technology, finance, military power, education, and identity. It was the place where all of these existed at the same time. The Industrial Revolution happened there. The modern university system was born there. The nation-state model spread from there. Global trade was shaped there. But after World War II, this system changed. After the war, Europe made two big choices. First, it outsourced its hard power to the United States, and second, it put comfort at the center of its society. The new priorities became stability, welfare, security, predictability. And for decades, it worked. Europe became the most comfortable place in human history. But comfort always comes with a price. Europe's biggest problem today is simple. Europe is no longer competitive. China produces cheaper. The US innovates faster. Asia grows more aggressively. Europe is over-regulated, over-bureaucratized, expensive, slow. Europe deliberately moved its manufacturing abroad, to China, to Southeast Asia, to Africa. Europe focused on services, finance, tourism, branding. But in the real world, power belongs to those who produce, not those who only manage. Made in China used to mean cheap and low quality. Not anymore. Today, China leads or competes in electric vehicles, battery technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, and this is an existential problem for Europe. Europe was built on cheap Russian energy. That system is gone. Now energy is more expensive, more unstable, more fragile. And industry cannot survive in that environment. Economics alone doesn't explain what's happening. The deeper crisis is this: Europe no longer knows who it is. Ask a random European, what does it mean to be European? Many can't answer. Birth rates are falling, societies are aging, young populations are shrinking. This creates long-term instability. No civilization can survive without replacing itself. When a society cannot define itself, it cannot build a future. Europe today struggles to answer, who are we? What do we believe? What are we willing to defend? This kind of uncertainty is dangerous. European political systems are becoming ungovernable. France is unstable. Germany is gridlocked. Italy struggles to reform. Why? Because the system is too complex, too slow, too fragmented. Crises move fast. European institutions move slowly. That mismatch is fatal. Europe is no longer a global power. It depends on the United States for security. It cannot compete with China economically. It has little leverage over Russia, and its military capacity is limited. A power that cannot defend itself is not truly sovereign. Europe now faces three possible paths. First, radical reform, simplifying regulation, cutting bureaucracy, rebuilding industrial capacity, restoring competitiveness. Difficult but possible. Second, strategic retrenchment, tighter borders, protectionism, national revival. This may work short-term, but it carries long-term risks. And third, slow decline. The most dangerous option: no vision, no momentum, no renewal, just comfort, followed by irrelevance. Europe is at a crossroads. It can reinvent itself, or it can slowly fade. Collapse doesn't always come with explosions. Sometimes it arrives quietly, gradually, silently, and by the time people notice, it's already too late.